Over the years, our Singapore has transformed from, in the past, the mud flats to the metropolitan city. We are moving away from the traditional construction method, which is very labor intensive, to something that is more digitalized and more collaborative and bringing all the project parties in a more efficient way. Choosing a career in the built environment means, for example, being professionals like the architects, the engineers, quantity surveyors, as well as project manager or developers. So if you love the environment and you want to protect it and develop it further, that's the career that you should join.
For students who join, we have got up-to-date curriculum looking at what the industry needs. They learn from their peers. In SP, they also have a choice to direct their learning, or what we call self-directed learning. I think students, when they join SP, they can get insights about the built environment. So from the design part of architecture, landscape, interior design, all the way to the construction, right? Civil engineering, building of buildings, the maintenance and upkeep, facility management, as well as programming, right? Running events and facilities within the city itself. I think ABE presents a holistic approach to the built environment, and students will be able to learn and pick up these skills and contribute back to the built environment in Singapore, which I think is an amazing opportunity.
So the built environment is a very rewarding profession to be in because you get to design spaces that will form experiences and memories for people. SPABE provided me a strong foundation in the technical aspects of architecture, and it helped me hone my sensibilities towards attention to details, and I'm always seeking for perfection in resolution. From my experience, students from SPAB have been doing very well in other institutions as they pursue their higher education. That gives the students a lot more confidence and freedom as they pursue the various aspects of architecture.
Our school is all about creating, transforming, synergizing, designing, enhancing, and integrating the built environment. Part 1 of the built environment journey is all about creativity and the design process. First up, we have the Diploma in Architecture, Singapore's first full-fledged diploma in the architectural field. Some unique learning experiences for students to expect will be the first-year Common Foundation program, hands-on design studio sessions that focus on critical and creative thinking, special pathway programs such as SPSUTD, teaching through design projects, and projects with clients and workshops with visiting professors, just to name a few. They can also look forward to experiencing some unique career options in the architectural field. Some of the more interesting choices might be being a specialist in different technological areas, such as the building information management specialist, fabrication specialist, or the visualization specialist. They can also look forward to a range of different options to further their qualifications. But most importantly, students should ask themselves, am I a creative person, and do I want to shape the lives of others through my designs? Join the Diploma in Architecture, if that's the case. Up next, we have the Diploma in Landscape Architecture. It's a diploma that seeks to transform our social and ecological environment. Some of the highlights of their learning journey can include the digitalization skills for effective communications and construction, materials technical applications for sustainable practices, plant knowledge and landscape technologies to integrate greenery, project-based course to learn workflow in professional life, excuse me, critics for assessment to simulate real-world experiences. These graduates can pursue career options in many landscape architectural fields, and some of the more unique options will be parks officer, planning executive, and also town council estate officers. You can see that there are many pathways for them to further their qualifications also. But most importantly, students that are interested to join the Diploma in Landscape Architecture should ask themselves, do I have a creative eye and environmental awareness in order to design for a sustainable future? If that's the case, please go ahead and apply. Next up, we have the Diploma in Interior Design, the diploma that balances both technical and design competencies. Some unique learning highlights can be the first year Common Foundation program. They participate in live client studio programs with real-life industry partners. They gain broad exposure to design trends. They develop strong research grounding with an emphasis on experimentation. And they learn to design using hands-on exploratory studio approach and digital parametric design. Now, these graduates can pursue career options in many design fields, and some of the more interesting options can be being a perspective artist, a spatial planner, a visual merchandiser, or even a walkthrough animator. I hope all that sounds very interesting to you. And as with the earlier two diplomas, there are many pathways to further their qualifications. But most importantly, students should ask themselves, do I have an attention to detail? And I look forward to combining ideas to create beautiful and comfortable spaces. If that's the case, do consider joining the Diploma in Interior Design. Here are the JAE last aggregate scores for all these three diplomas. Shown also are the subject and grade requirements. Now you might be wondering, how do I get ahead of the pack? Because these are popular courses. Are you ready for part 2? So in part 2 of the Built Environment journey, it's all about management and coordination. First up, we have Singapore's one and only diploma in civil engineering. Yes, it is the only one. Some of the unique learning experiences can include conceiving, designing, and implementing an operating learning approach. There is, of course, a high demand with career options that you will see later on. Equip you with technical and soft skills that are aligned with the construction industry transformation map that was shared by the government a few years ago. And of course, a broad foundational knowledge in various branches of civil engineering. Students can explore careers in the consultancy design positions or the site supervisory positions. Both areas offer great opportunities. And with new technologies nowadays, there's a lot of remote monitoring, so you don't always need to be on site. As with most of our diplomas, there are many ways that you can further your qualifications. But most importantly, students should ask themselves, do you enjoy thinking outside the box to solve a wide range of challenges so that your projects can benefit the general public and local communities? If that's the case, do consider joining the Diploma in Civil Engineering. Next up, we have Diploma in Facilities Management. It is a well-balanced course covering technical, soft, and business management skills. Some unique learning opportunities include the industry link projects, authentic learning approach, the career opportunities in various sectors, including the wide range of skills that I mentioned before. And lastly, but most importantly, you can graduate with 3 additional professional certificates, namely the Fire Safety Manager Cert, the BizSafe Level 2 Risk Assessment Cert, and also the Supervised Construction Work for Work Safety and Health. Some of these certificates are also available in a few of our other diplomas, but for the Diploma in Facilities Management, they have an opportunity to gain all 3 of these certificates. Students can explore career options in many different areas relating to the built environment. And the certificates that they would have gained, that I've mentioned in the previous slide, would also allow them to take up some professional positions such as Fire Safety Manager, the Safety and Security Officer, and many other positions such as the Strata Executive and Facilities Executives. Many pathways are open to them if they would like to further their qualifications. But most importantly, they should be asking themselves, am I a good listener and able to understand people in order to deliver strategic value that goes beyond daily governance and maintenance? If that is your interest, please do consider joining the Diploma in Facilities Management. Let's move on to the Diploma in Integrated Events and Project Management, where students organize, network, and plan towards success. Some of the unique learning experiences may include event management skills and technical skills, career opportunities in many sectors that require events expertise, industry-linked integrated projects, simulated and authentic learning approach, and of course, the most important in the current time, virtual and hybrid event modules. Many career opportunities are open to them too, not just in the events companies and with some venue providers. Many times, they can also find career opportunities joining the government sector and some non-profit organizations too, such as the Blood Donor Program in Singapore. And of course, many pathways are open to them for upgrading their qualifications, but most importantly, they should be asking themselves, do I have the capacity to love and help others to build their vision, and delighting people with memorable experiences? If that's the case, this is definitely the diploma for you. The JAE last aggregate scores for these 3 diplomas in Part 2 are as shown, together with the subject and grade requirements. Regardless of whichever diploma you successfully apply for, you can be assured that we only work with the best partners when it comes to adding value to your education, your internship, your career progression. It's also good to know that if you decide to further your qualifications, up to 1 year of course exemption into relevant degree programs locally are given, and 2 years of course exemption can be given for relevant programs overseas. Do consider joining us on Facebook for the latest updates and happenings in our school. We also often post our student projects and even some career opportunities on this page. And now let's go for a tour of the facilities exclusively built for our students.